a prepared list this week. That's
I got 4 and 5. These are just personal events of mine.
This week's top 5.5 ways to save embarrassing situations. That's a weird sentence. Number 5. The time my credit card wasn't working in Toronto after I took gas before my Europe-bound flight.
So here's the story. So
Committed a crime.
The total of the gas was, I think, $25. Don't quote me on it, but I think that's what it was, okay? I remember the card worked for $5, and I sat in the car for about 5 minutes. I don't think I had a cell phone. This was 20 years ago. I don't think I had a cell phone at the time.
I could so see how you got arrested, Adam. Because hang on, the police interrogate you. I think this happened. I think it was about 7 o'clock. Don't quote me on it.
Let me get to the heart of the story.
But just because you say don't quote me on it, you don't understand that people are still going to take your word at face value.
I asked the gas station.
It's still a
attendant.
confession.
The bill for the gas, I just remembered, was $30. I went inside and I said,
You see my point? It was 30, not 25. Don't quote me on it. Again, I know this doesn't take. Again, these are just details in the story that are really.
I love hearing him snap on him like I do.
But I'm not even snapping. I'm speaking with conviction here. I want you to understand the insanity.
You're a passionate
pointing out the insanity of what's going on here. Adam, these details they're surplus to requirement.
I'm 1,000,000% sure it was $30. So I went inside the gas station. I asked the attendant, "What is the phone number here?" Okay.
Could you imagine this guy walks in while you're at a gas station and goes, "Hey, what's the phone number here?" And you're like, "Who the fuck is this retard?"
To be fair, that's part of the job of a gas station attendant is to deal with people.
$5. My credit card worked for so instead of 30, I now owe the gas station $25.
Okay.
I was so embarrassed. I just darted away, and the gas station was falling behind me.
So that's how you get out of embarrassing situations. Fight or flight.
Hold on. I called my mother. I told you I was going to
call my mother. Call my mother and say, "Ma, get me out of this embarrassing situation."
I had my mother send a check to the gas station. No joke.
You had your mom send a check to the gas station?
Adam, we got 4 more to go. Number 1 is run and call your mom and say, "Mom, I'm in shit."
Number 4. Another time, I was driving back from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and again in the middle of the night, my card wasn't working as I tried to pay for my gas.
So Adam, take a step back here. I want to hear, Adam. Okay, let's just assume that every one of the 5 fucking things on this list are times that you couldn't pay for shit and were embarrassed. Let's assume that. Now run us through the 5 different ways. Yeah, you just acknowledged it. You fully great. No, didn't even fight me back on that. You fully acknowledged that.
But they were not all gas related. Doesn't matter.
Okay, but they were all couldn't pay for shit.
One was hooker related.
Okay. Let's now, Adam, now that we've established that these are all times you've been embarrassed for not being able to pay for shit. So really what the 5.5 is this week is ways to get out of not paying for shit, or how to handle not being able to afford something.
You can play with the words whichever you want, but at the end of the day,
oh my god, guys, I stole money from a gas station. I stole gas. How embarrassing. Oh.
Yeah. So Adam.
That's a good
So I need you to, now that we've established that every one of the 5 times, and you could tell us the stories. I feel like it's going to be it's going to strike the same tune
at the
a lot.
End of the,
the same chord.
Yeah, the same. Thank you. It's going to strike the same chord. You're going to be playing a lot of the same tune with these stories.
Number 3. Someone once got into my car believing that they were supposed to meet me in that car, but it turned out, since I had no money, that it was the wrong person.
Forget the money part.
It was the wrong person
Forget
anyway.
the money part.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
He's twisted. I swear
No.
he's
Shut the fuck up. You wait. Wow, you're so creepy, dude. What would you let? Somebody walks into your car.
Mistaken identity.
Mistaken identity! What the fuck are you?
Can't pay for gas. Can't pay for gas.
Listen to me.
Can't pay for hooker.
Somebody walks into your car, instead of going, "Bro, what the fuck are you doing in my car?" You're like, "I might get something out of them," and you let them. What are you doing? What are you
The
saying?
person after getting in the car said, "Oh, you're not."
Can't pay for gas. Can't pay for gas. Can't pay for hooker.
Can't pay for ass. Can't pay for gas. Can't pay for gas.
Can't pay for ass.
That's the one that is not linked to not paying.
So somebody walked into your car.
Was he?
I was about to drive away and someone said, "Hey, are you John?" Let's say it was a mistaken.
But
that
he
person
came in and took a
mistook
seat.
me.
Who? That doesn't.
Are you John? Yeah, but did you pose
I
as
tried my
John
best
on
to
the
say,
internet or
"Don't worry
something?
about it."
Why did you think you were John?
Exactly.
Why did you think you were John? What did you do to lead this person on to thinking that you were John?
Do I know?
You let me
do
on
you?
to
You
believe
tell
you're
me.
John.
Like, you guys are reading into this too much. I'm just sharing a story.
But this doesn't happen to other people, right? Like, I don't know. This doesn't really happen to other
I'm
people.
sharing
man.
a story of my first gay experience.
That wasn't his first.
Slow down.
I went to Toronto.
Slow down. How did you get out of the situation where someone got in your car,
Well,
stuff
okay.
might have happened or
Okay,
may not
okay.
have happened, and you couldn't pay them? That's an embarrassing situation.
There was no money. Hey, oh my
how'd you
God.
get
I'm
out
so,
of it?
The person in my car said, I'm so sorry. You're not John. Let's say. I was supposed to meet John. You look like John. End of story. A person that I didn't know got into my car.
So
because I
another
got-
way to
Wait,
get
hold
out
on.
of the
Didn't he
embarrassing
just say-
situation is come clean. Come
Nah,
clean.
Now you're hiding stuff. Now you're hiding stuff. Now you're hiding
God.
stuff.
And I
Because
won't be able to tell you the
hold on.
Toronto
Because if
story.
nothing happened, if the story ends there, you would have never written it down.
Well, no.
I
It's,
needed to come up with 5
come
stories.
come
because
clean.
It's an appropriate thing
Someone
to do
came into
because
his
I'm
car, said, "Are you John?" No, embarrassing.
They were
I'm
embarrassed.
not
I
John.
wasn't.
How's that? This is.
Become
Number
one.
2, I had left my private car at a rest stop in New York City along the highway after having realized I didn't have enough money to get back to Montreal. So I had to hitchhike, and he put that in quotes. I swear to God, he put it in
I
quotes.
did.
By asking a good Samaritan to drive me north. And he took me all,
And I repaid that
all
good
the way
Samaritan handsomely.
to the Albany. He took me all the way to Albany, and I was able to scrounge the balance of what I had left, which banned me, which
Allowed me, whatever.
landed me
Landed
a
me, yeah.
Greyhound bus back to Montreal.
And you left your private car in New York.
In a rest stop.
To make a long story, you know what side of New York they have
That's the
those
most
rest stops?
insane thing I've ever heard in my life.
Have you realized that the way he lives his life is like he's playing Grand Theft Auto game? He takes a car, he runs out of gas, and just walks.
Nobody.
I didn't run out of gas. I was about to
getting
run out
in.
of gas.
The only thing you haven't done is get into fights. You're providing. We don't know. You're either having sexual services provided to you or providing them to other people. That's Grand Theft Auto. The only thing you don't have going for you is you don't have a fucking health bar going down, getting into fights. You're just a non-violent Grand Theft Auto player. So hang on. Let's recap. Adam. We need to let's reset the room here so we remember where we're at. Number one way to get out of a situation that could be embarrassing: take flight / call your mother and have her write a check.
Terminology, I didn't have money.
Okay, so use other forms of financial paper. Call mother, flight. Okay, great. Number two.
call some stranger.
Ask a stranger. Number 3,
Same thing, but in a different
come
way.
clean, kind of. Just say, I need a ride, or I'm not John. Okay, fine, great. I'm not John. I know you. I don't know who you thought John was, but I'm not him. Okay, great, fine. Take your word at face value for that one. Now, what the fuck is number 4? What's the lesson there?
These are
Scavenge?
stories. These are just stories. I wanted to go to Toronto. If you torture
No,
me, I
you're
don't
in New
remember.
York here.
Oh,
The embarrassing
not the
situation is
Toronto story.
I don't have enough money to get back.
Why did you go to New
I
York,
drove
by the way?
there.
Private car.
I used to have a friend. When I say private, my own, not a rental.
Yeah,
My
so you
own.
left your private car in New York, meaning you had to go back to
I
New York
was-
at some point.
I was going
What
to
happened
New
to the
Jersey.
car?
Okay, I was going to New Jersey. I had a friend. You know where Southern New Jersey is? Near Philly, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had managed to get that far. I didn't have enough money to get back all the way to Montreal, so I had to improvise.
You know, just as a rule of thumb,
With my booty cheeks.
As a rule of thumb, if you're gonna take a car, if you're gonna drive, just save up for a week, save up for gas. That's it. Just gas. Adam, I still don't know. What's the moral of this one? Blow your way out of it. I'm serious.
There isn't any. I'm sharing.
But you're
I'm sharing
insinuating-
a funny story that happened to me, embarrassing. But
He's
hey,
always walking
So how do you
into
get out of
places-
the embarrassing situation?
He's always
Is it
walking
to
into places-
Basically, use crackhead means. Scavenge enough money together to take a fucking Greyhound bus.
Sam,
Leave your car somewhere. Maybe blow someone after hitchhiking. 4 things. Leave car somewhere. Hitchhike. Maybe not provide sexual service. Scavenge enough money for a bus. Be a crackhead.
I wanted to say something.
sorry,
The way sometimes you try to gentle parent him, you're the mom, I'm the dad, he's the grandfather.
Yeah, I'm the granddad. Oh, and most importantly, intellectuals out.